really. Drone D'Ambrosio, Dragon Racing, Nicholas Prost, Nella, and Lucas Di Grassi from Miami Sport Out. Nelson, we'll start with you as our new championship leader. It's the first time you've actually been at the head of the points. Does this change the way you approach these final 3 races?
Well, good afternoon, everybody. No, I don't think so. I think every weekend, obviously, we try our best. We try to be prepared, and we try to obviously be in the best shape possible that we can. And that's what we try to do every weekend. I'm sure every team is the same way. Every driver tries to as hard as they can. Obviously, coming to the end of the championship, obviously if you have if you have the lead in points, you always have a little bit of a better position. Maybe you don't need to take as many risks as somebody that's not on the lead. So obviously it's a better position, but we're still going to work as hard as anybody else and to try to continue with the points lead or try to extend it or anything like that.
You and the team have been on a good run of form since basically the second race of the season. Yet last time out in Berlin, you had your worst qualifying in the world. Do you think you've got over the problems you had there?
Well, I mean, obviously it was a different track from all the other ones we've been used to. We've been always going to bumpy, narrow tracks, really street course tracks on all of them. And then I think last race was the first time where we went to a different surface, a different kind of track, and obviously we missed something in qualifying. We weren't all there. Maybe part my fault, part teams. We just didn't put it all together. But in the race, we showed our pace. We came back, and obviously we gained a lot of positions. Came from 13th to 4th. So I think that's past. We have to learn with our mistakes. Obviously, we're going to be there next year again, and we don't want to repeat that. I think that's the main concern. But being in Russia now. This track seems very similar to a mix of most of the tracks we've been this year, so I think we're back in our comfort zone, let's say.
Thank you very much, and good luck for the race.
Thanks.
Sebastien, now second in points. Looking at the track that we have here, what do you think of the type of racing we're going to have? It's very wide in places.
Yeah, I think it's a good track. I did some laps in the simulator, and it looks good. Kind of mix of Long Beach and maybe some tight corners like we had in Monaco. So looking forward to discover the circuit. I think it's still a bit early to know how it's going to go in the race, because we need to look at the consumption and how much we will have to save during the race. Obviously, if we have to save a lot, we might see some more overtakings, but I think it's going to be an interesting track, and we are back on proper asphalt, so I think it's going to be back to what we've seen before Berlin, but let's wait and see. Temperature might be quite low here.
There was a big change in the fan boost leaderboard this morning, and you're now at the top of the standings. How important is that going to be at this track?
I think Nelson is always good on the fan boost, and he tends to get the fastest lap. Obviously, if you have the fan boost, it's easier to do a lap and get those 2 points. Every points are important now in the championship, so clearly it's good. I didn't use my second fan boost in Berlin, but clearly if you have to overtake, it's a big help. That's no discussion.
Thank you very much, and good luck.